This morning, parents in Hartford getting their kids ready for school, but a battle brewing over the budget. The district says they're facing a $75 million deficit. The state says that's not quite true. Your reporter Taylor Knight live in Hartford breaking everything down for us as you're waking up. Taylor.
Well, the state is conducting a financial audit of Hartford public schools, questioning the district's deficit. Instead of that $75 million deficit, the state actually says that the district has a surplus. $74.5 million. That's how much Hartford Public Schools is projected to be in the hole over the next 2 years. Hartford's mayor declined to use the city's rainy day fund to help cover costs because it's a problem that keeps occurring year after year. The district has already slashed 400 positions to save money over the past 3 years. Now, Superintendent Andraé Townsel says cutting positions is off the table to make up for this deficit. Meanwhile, the State Board of Education is conducting a financial audit of the district. They have found that there's actually a $2.5 million surplus, something Townsel is calling a miscalculation.
So I'm not making up numbers. There's no freestyling. It's reading what the information is, and it's been clear since day one.
The superintendent says that he is welcoming the state's audit. The final budget vote will then happen in May. Your reporter live in Hartford, Taylor Knight, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.